Hello, I welcome all of you to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss from question number 31 to 42 of Edexcel Mathematics Year 6, June 2017 paper. So I have discussed up to question number 30. So if you still didn't watch those videos, the links of those videos are in the description box. So if you join with my channel continuously, you can do many Edexcel and paper discussions, and you can listen to important maths lessons. So if you still didn't subscribe my channel, subscribe my channel now. Let's get started. 31st question. By rounding each number to the nearest 10, work out an approximate answer to the following. You must show your workings. So first step is you have to round given two decimal numbers to the nearest 10. That is what you have to do first. Right? So 83.2. 83.2 comes between 80 and 90. As 83.2 is less than 85, you can round down it to 80. And 17.83 comes between 10 and 20. As 17.83 is more than 15, you can round up to 20. So 80 divided by 20 is 4. So the approximate answer for this question is 4. Then 32nd question. A pentagon has vertices at, then coordinates are given. If you take a pentagon, it has 5 vertices and it has 5 sides. So the vertices, the coordinates of the vertices are given. So you have to use this information to draw the shape on the grid. Now we'll plot the first coordinate. That means 2, 2. It says when x is 2, y is also 2. Then the second coordinate, 3, 4. It says when x is 3, y is 4. Third coordinate, 5, 5. When x is 5, y is also 5. Then the fourth vertex, 6, 3. When x is 3, when x is 6, y is 3. Then the fifth vertex, 4, 1. When x is 4, y is 1. So these are the 5 vertices. Then you can join these vertices together. Then you can see the pentagon. So that is 32nd question. Then we'll do the 33rd question. You have to find the area of the shaded shape. Yes, so you can see this shape has drawn on a grid, and the most important information given is if you take a small square, if you take the small square, the length is 1 centimeter and width is also 1 centimeter. So area of a square you can find by multiplying length into width. So therefore, the area of this small square is 1 times 1 square centimeter. Now we'll see if you take this shaded shape, there are full squares and half squares as well. We'll count how many full squares are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 full squares are there. And also here you can see 2 half squares. So once you put all these 2 triangles together, it is a 1 square. Then there you can see another 2 half squares. Then you can put those 2 together. Again, you can make a 1 small square. And there's another 2 half squares. That means another 1 small square. So if you add all these small squares together, it is 19. That means the area of this shaded shape is 19 square centimeter. Then the 34th question. A spinner has 10 equal sections. 7 sections are shaded. The first one, Anya spins the spinner. What is the chance of the spinner landing on a shaded section? So out of 10, there are 7 chances of landing on a shaded section. So as a fraction, you can present it as 7/10 and as a decimal 0.7. Second question. What is the probability of the spinner landing on an unshaded section? So there are 3 unshaded sections. So out of 10, there are 3 chances of landing an unshaded section. So as a fraction, it is 3/10, but as a decimal, it is 0.3. It is 0.3. Okay, then the third question. Place an arrow on this line to show the probability of the spinner landing on an unshaded section. So here you can see a part of a number line, only 0, 1 is there. An exact middle point it has shown, it should be 0.5 because the exact middle of 0 and 1 is 0.5. Then the probability of landing on an unshaded section is 0.3. So 0.3 can come a place like this. So you have to place your arrow in a position like this. So if so, your answer is correct. Then the 35th question. First one. Mr. Patel's classroom has 7 tables in it. 4 children work at each table. How many children are in Mr. Patel's class? So it's very easy. There are 7 tables. Each table there are 4 children. So you have to calculate how many children are there. It's very practical question. So you have to multiply 7 times 4. There are 28 children. Then second question. There are 376 children in the school. At lunchtime, they sit in groups of 8. How many groups of children are there? So if you take the school, there are 376 children. So at the lunchtime, they sit in groups of 8. So you have to calculate how many groups are there. For that, you have to divide 376 by 8. So we will do long division. Right. Now, if you take 3, there are no 8. So therefore, you are taking both the numbers, 3 and 7, 37. So 37 has, yes, 4 8s. 4 times 8 is 32. So if you get the difference between 37 and 32, it's 5. Then you can take 6 closer to the remainder 5. Now it is 56. 56 has exactly 7 8s. So 7 times 8 is 56. No remainder. No remainder means your division is done. It's finished. So the answer is 47. So you can form 47 groups. Then 36th question. Write these numbers in order starting with the smallest. So if you are very good at decimal numbers, it's very easy for you to rearrange these decimal numbers from smallest to largest. But if I assume that you are not good at decimal numbers, here I'm going to teach you how you can rearrange these numbers from smallest to largest. Now, if you see the first number, that is 0.57, it has only 2 decimal places. And the next one, 0.577, it has 3 decimal places. Third number, 0.507, it also has 3 decimal places. And the last one, 0.5, only one decimal place. So what I'm doing is you can rewrite, you can write all these decimal numbers into a decimal number which has 3 decimal places by adding zeros at the end. Because if you add zeros at the end, the value of the decimal number will not change. So 0.57. If you add another 0 at the end, it is 0.570. Don't worry, value will not change. Then the next one, you can write it as it is, 0.577, because there are 3 decimal places. And the third number, 0.507, you can write as it is because there are 3 decimal places. And the last one, 0.5. So if you write 0.500, that is also okay. Now all the numbers have 3 decimal places. So if you look at the last 3 numbers, 570, 577, 507, 500. Now you can clearly see which one is small. So this is the smallest one. 0.5 is the smallest. 0.507 is the next smallest one. Then 0.570 and the largest one is 0.577. So like that, you can rearrange this from smallest to largest. Then we will move to 37th question. Fatima buys 3 tubs of apples. If you take tub A, the mass of tub A is 1005 grams. Tub B is 1.2 kilograms. Tub C is not given. Now we'll see what are the extra information given here. Fatima bought 2,500 grams of apples altogether. What is the mass of tub C? Give your answers in kilograms. So in this question, the most important thing is that is 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. That is the most important thing. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So you can do it in 2 ways. The one way is you have to convert all these into grams, or the other way is you have to convert all the masses into kilograms. So what I'm doing here is first I'm converting all the masses into grams, then write the answer in kilograms because it says you have to present the answer in kilograms, right? Now tub A, it's 1,005 grams, so it has already given in grams, so no worries. And tub B is 1.2 kilograms. So once you convert it into grams, it's 1,200 grams. You have to multiply 1.2 by 1,000. Then if you add 1,005 and 1,200 together, you can get the total mass of tub A and tub B. That is 2,205. 2,205 grams. Then it says Fatima bought 2,500 grams of apples altogether. That means if you add the mass of A, B, C altogether, it should equal to 2,500 grams. So the next, what you have to do is you have to get the difference between 2,500 and the mass of tub A and tub B, that is 2,205. So if you get the difference between 2,500 and 2,205, the answer is 295 grams. So that is the mass of tub C. But you have to present the answer in kilograms. So therefore, divide this answer by 1,000. So in kilograms, you can get the answer that is 0.295. move to the next question. So you have to calculate 827 times 56, but you have to show your working. So first step is you have to rewrite it in downwards like this, 827 times 56, like that, rewrite it in downwards. Now we'll do the multiplication. 6 times 7 is 42. So I write 2 here, another 4 is remaining, and 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Another one I'm taking forward. Then 6 times 8 is 48 plus 1, 49. Okay, so the first step I did, that is I multiplied 200, I multiplied 827 by 6. The second step is you have to multiply 827 by 5. Right? So actually this is not 5, this is 50 according to the place value. So therefore you can put 0 here, or you can keep this place empty, right? So you can use either way. Then you have to multiply 827 by 5. So we'll start 827 by 5. So 5 times 7 is 35. So I put 5 here, another 3 is remaining. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 1 I'm taking forward. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 plus 1 is 41. Finally, you have to add these two numbers together. So 2, 6 plus 5 is 11. 10, 13. Another 1. 1 plus 4, 5. And here 6. Like that, you have to add these two numbers. So finally, you will get 46,312. Easy question. Then 39th question. The probability of picking a white marble is out of 7, 2. Right? So what is the probability of picking a marble that is not white? So out of 7, 2 are white. That means 5 are not white. So the probability of picking a marble that is not white is out of 7, 5. There are 5 chances of picking up a marble which is not white. Then the 40th question. It's from algebra. So there is an algebraic equation that is 4x minus 7 equal 20. So you have to solve. So some children, they have a problem. What does that mean? What is solve? Solve means you have to get the answer. You have to find the value of x. That is what it says. You have to find the value of x. For that, you have to isolate x on one side. To isolate x on one side, you have to remove 4 and minus 7 from that side. Then only you can isolate x on that side and you can get the value of x. So we'll see how we can do this. I'll change the color of my pen. Okay, green. So 4x minus 7 equal 20. So I told you we have to isolate x on one side. For that, we should remove 4 and minus 7 from that side. So first I'm going to remove minus 7. To minus 7, to remove minus 7, you have to add 7. To cancel minus 7, you have to add 7 because minus 7 plus 7 is 0. But this is an algebraic equation. Equation is like a balance scale. So therefore, if you do something for one side, you have to do the same thing for the other side as well. Therefore, if you add 7 for this side, to cancel -7, you have to add 7 for the other side as well. Then -7 will cancel by adding 7. Then only 4x is remaining at this side. And the other side, 20 plus 7 is 27. Right now, to isolate x, you have to remove 4. So as this is 4 times x, you have to divide this side by 4, because 4 divided by 4 is 1. Then you can find the value of x. But again, I'm telling, as this is an equation, if you do something for one side, you have to do the same thing for the other side as well. Then you have to divide the other side also by 4. And now we'll see 27. We are going to divide by 4. I'm going to take my eraser. Okay. Okay, now we'll divide 27 by 4. So if you take 27, there are 6 4s. Yes. So 6 times 4 is 24. And if you get the difference between 27 and 24, there are 3 remainders. But there are no more numbers. So what you can do is put a 0. At the same time, you have to place a decimal point on the answer line. Take the 0 closer to the existing remainder 3. Now it is 30. So 30 has how many 4s? 7. 7 times 4 is 28. So if you get the difference between 30 and 28, 2. And again, another remainder is coming. That means your division is still not finished. But you don't have further numbers. Then you can add another 0. But don't add another decimal point, because there's only one decimal point to a number. So you can take that 20 again closer to 2. Then it is 20. 20 has exactly 5 4s. 5 times 4 is 20. No remainder. No remainder means your division is finished. It's done. So the answer is 6.75. The value of x is 6.75. Move to the next question. Sadiq did 5 spelling tests. His marks were 3, 7, 8, 5, and 6. What is his mean score? Mean means average. That means the sum of all the values divided by the total number of values. So these are the marks that he got. That is 3, 7, 8, 5, and 6. So he has faced for 5 tests, and these are the marks he got. So to find the mean, what you have to do is you have to get the total of all the marks and divide it by 5. So 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 5 plus 6 is 29. 29 divided by 5. We'll see 29 divided by 5 is what? Yes, so 5 times 5 is 25, and 4 remainders are coming. We don't have further numbers. So what you can do is you can add a new 0. At the same time, place the decimal point on the answer line and take the 0 closer to the existing remainder 4. Now it is 40. 40 has exactly 8 5s. 8 times 5 is 40. Now no remainder. No remainder means your division is done. So 5.8 is the answer for that. And the last question, it's very interesting. Simplify this expression. The expression is 3 within brackets a plus 2b. That means you have to multiply a plus 2b by 3 plus 4 within brackets 2a minus b. That means you have to multiply 2a minus b by 4. Right. Now we'll see how we can do this. First, you have to multiply 3 times a, that is 3a. Then 3 times 2b, that is 6b. Then you have to multiply 4 times 2a, that is 8a. Then 4 times minus b. Minus b means minus 1b, but we are not writing 1. We just write b. So somehow 4 times 1 is 4 and b. Then it is minus 4b. So you can write these in order like this. Then take all the a's to one side and all the b's to the other side. Then you can see 3a plus 8a is 11a. 6b minus 4b is 2b. So once you simplify this expression, that is 11a plus 2b. So that is the end of this paper. So thank you very much for your attention, and subscribe my channel. Then you can do many paper discussions with me. So have a nice day.